Alright, welcome to episode 37 of Block's Garage. Today we're going to be upgrading to LED low beams and high beams for the headlights because the halogens are pretty bad. We're going to be taking the headlights off. Apparently it's easier to change the bulbs that way. So I'm going to see if that's like a 10 millimeter. Beautiful, 10 mil. Alright, so two 10 mils up top. Should be able to pop this. And it's just clipped in. Hey, that was pretty easy. All right, I'm pretty sure you can just twist this one, pull it out. Oh, that was super easy. These are the high beams. Let me go grab the low beams. So these are the low beams. We'll do these first. They are aux beam. I got a more quality low beams since obviously you use those a lot more. The high beams I went pretty cheap on. It's got some gaskets in there. Those look nice. These things are all tangled up. H11, H9, H8. I can't remember which ones these are. The high beam, or the low beam, I'm sorry, it's on the outside. Take off this dust cover. Pretty simple design. These, garbage. Alright, got these installed. Plug everything, we're gonna sit it in there. Just test it real quick. No power on the left side. I guess I should have tested the high beams. And holy crap, those are on there. Might have to get a set of pliers to get those apart. I could barely get them together. I don't feel like these are the right bulbs. Let's see if those will turn on. Okay, that works. Okay, so they work. It just doesn't sit in there that well. I'm pretty sure this was a Georgia car before it's now a Florida car, which would explain all of the pollen. All right, so we tested it. Works. What are you doing? To all of my retrofit junkies, they are projectors. So look at how much better that looks. So we're gonna put them in this side. You're not really gonna be able to tell because it's still daylight outside, but much, much brighter. Rue, what are you eating? Hi. What you doing, Tuckadoo? What you doing? Hi. Woo woo. What you doing? So that's the best technique. You give it a little tug up top and kind of knock the side of it. I actually love the design of this. It is so simple to get out. As I say that, it gets caught on something. Nope, just the lip. Yeah, just 2 10 mils and a gentle tug is very, very easy. All right. I forgot to look and see which one. Well, whoever owned this before ran nice bulbs. They're halogen, but they're both name brand. Sylvania and Osram, so. I forgot to look and see which positive or negative goes where, so we are just gonna guess. So this one is the aux beam, you can see, versus the cheap high beam one I got. Even though the high beam one actually fits. Well, fit on the other side. Square one up top. There we go. A little bit of finagling. Negative is probably black. All right, so that one's in there. And the negative on this one, probably black, so probably go this way. All right, that's it. and pop them back in. All right, I'll toss these 2 bolts back in. While I test these before I wrap up. Pop the ignition on. 1, 2. Go here. High beams. Oh yeah, those look worlds better than they did before. I can't figure out the fog beams on this thing. I know the high beams are on right now, but with the Flex, the fog lights used to come on every time you put it in drive. I want to figure that feature out. That looks so much better than the halogens. So now I'll actually be able to see at night. I feel like that modernizes the vehicle so much. Such an easy mod. Beautiful. Look at that. That thing looks 10 years newer. All right. I think we get a little bit of beam pattern on the wall. I can come back out once it gets darker and finish that up. But I think we're done for the night. All right, thank you guys for watching this episode of Block's Garage. I know it's been a weird one. Just trying to get the first few mods done to the Expedition. We're gonna have bigger things coming. Gonna be putting a lift and 34s on it. Actually, I can go show you guys that right now. The stock tire width is a 285 and this is a 305. So going up a little bit in width, and height, so it'll be really good. So that lift should be here in about a week, and we're gonna do spacer lift, 3-inch in the front, 2-inch in the rear, and then front upper control arms as well. So these are the Nitto Recon Grapplers we got off Marketplace or used. They probably have like 30 to 40% tread left. They are 305 70 17s. I think it's like a 33.8, about a foot wide. So these are gonna look really good whenever we lift this thing up. Gonna increase the tire size just under 2 inches from what it is now. I think it's like a 32.2 or 0.1 right now. So this will look way better with those Bronco Raptor wheels we got. All right, so it's probably gonna be a little hard to see, obviously, but it's dusk. This is just low beams. They match, the low beams match the fog lights, and I want to be able to get Bambi mode. Wow, this is so blown out, you can't even see. It won't even adjust to them, they're so bright. But here's the beam pattern on the shed. Looks good. This one is tilted up because that is closer. So I'll hit the high beams. And those high beams are super bright as well. So super happy with them. Gonna go for a little night drive, see how I like them. But we're gonna be converting the center from sync 2 to sync 3. And in that process, we will get a 4-scan cable, I guess it's called. And with that, you can make adjustments. So I'm gonna be able to adjust for the tire size from a 32 to a 34 basically, and correct the speedometer and the shift points. And I'll be able to change it so that the high beams and the fog lights can be on at the same time. So I'm driving into work and this gauge seems to forget where 0 is. You can see it's sitting in -7, but it's actually reading 0. Slowly throughout the drive, it started creeping up. First it was just about 2 psi on the gauge would read 0, and now it's like -7 is reading 0. So obviously a cheap Chinese gauge. I'm just curious how high it'll get now